Hello everyone, this is Carrie Heaps with Chromatic Council, and I am back doing another quick video for a split complementary color combination for men. This is the color of violet, the one that we see here first in the little square. So this one is violet. It is color card code 13C. So it has tint 2, it has just a little bit of white added to it. With split complementary, this particular one, we are going directly across the color wheel, and the split complementary colors will be the other two colors exactly on the opposite of the color wheel. What's directly across from the violet is yellow, just a basic yellow with some white added to it. And on either side of that, we have two colors on either side of the yellow. The first one that we have here is our green, which we have a chartreuse and a yellow green. And then right next to that, on the other side of yellow, we have an orange and golden yellow. These are all split complementary, meaning any of these can be matched very well together, and even with the original color of violet. So when we're looking at color combinations, we want to make sure that we are matching things directly across from the color wheel and that they are either of that warm or cooler combination of that particular shade. So a few things that I pulled today. The first one is a statement suit. This is one of the off-the-rack suiting options that we have in our shop. If you go to our website, you can see exactly where that is. Now, with this one, this pattern of this suit is a three-piece suit, 200s fabric. And that means it's very breathable. If you are in a much warmer climate like Florida or Texas or anywhere in the South, you will be able to wear this suit and not sweat to death per se. So it's very breathable fabric. Now, this is a really nice patterned suit. Now, there is a little bit, if you can kind of see it just even from looking from a distance, there is a tiny bit of violet in this, in the pattern. It's embedded, but you can kind of see it popping up in little parts of the squares throughout the suit. Now, this particular suit is primarily a brown shade. This is really going to be good for my autumns or my springs to wear. If you haven't had a color analysis, I have that down in the show notes below so you can get your colors done and know what season you are. But it has a little bit of the violet in here, but what it also has that it's pulling is on this split complementary color combination that we have is a little bit more of the yellow, the orange and golden yellow. You can see those here within the suit pattern. It's a little bit more of the orange yellow. But it does go very nicely together. And I paired this up with one of our solid ties that's almost like a perfect golden yellow color. That's a very light color that would go very well with this suit if you like to wear solid color ties. Now, where would be some great places for you to wear this? So obviously this is a three-piece suit. There's a lot more options with this. This is appropriate for obviously court, kind of courtroom setting, mediation, client meetings. Remember, our browns that we're wearing are our familiarity colors. So they make people feel much more comfortable. They make people feel like, hey, this could be my neighbor, this could be my best friend. It's a very likable color, the primary color of brown here. When we look at the purple, the violet color, violet is also a loyalty building color. So this could be very good for jury selection as well, for trust building. The violet can work just as much as blue can, but this is not as overpowering as most blue that you would see out there. And our yellow, again, there's not really a whole lot of yellow that you can see here other than the tie, but the tie is going to be more of a golden yellow, almost like a very light. So you could still wear this. I'm always telling people be cautionary when you wear yellow in court because, you never know how that's going to go because yellow is our cautionary color to put people on alert. But this is light enough and it's more on the orange and brown side that it shouldn't really have that effect. It should have more of an orange effect on someone, which is still basically a good color to wear for, networking, to get people to come up to you, to get them to know you a little bit better. It's kind of an excitement color, but in a good way. But it's a very light shade, so I don't think you'll have any issues as far as the typical yellow that you would want to wear. If you're not really sure whether or not you would want to risk it, I would recommend you could wear a blue tie. You could even pull something from, orange or even the lilac or violet to pull more of the purple out of the suit. So just to play it safe, you can also do that as well. But this is a wonderful suit to wear job interview as well. This is a great suit. You could also wear this in several different scenarios for networking. Keep in mind with the three-piece suits, the jackets, the vests that are underneath here are going to be more slimming. So if you have been trying to kind of slim down your stomach, you've been working out maybe, but you're not where you want to be, if you wear a vest, it can actually help slim down your stomach. You could also just wear the vest and not the jacket, or vice versa. You could just wear the jacket and the pants and not wear the vest. Completely up to you. But the vest always pulls it together more and definitely gives it more of a professional flair. But these are just a couple of the color combinations for the split complementary color combination. The other things that I have here are from the J. Hilburn line with suiting and with shirts, and then two of the ties that I have in the store. So J. Hilburn is the line that I work with that is custom made clothing. This is custom ordered, custom made, so you do need to get virtual measurements done. If you are interested in having an appointment to walk through that, to figure out what your measurements are exactly, you can click on the link in the show notes below. But what we have here is one of the Rada designs for a jacket and for suiting for both jacket and pants. And this is called Pine. And within the pine, we can see a little bit of the lavender. It's pulling, there's some that's embedded in the fabric, in the fibers of this pattern. And as we put this lavender dress shirt next to it, you can see where it pulls out some of that, a little bit more of the lavender. Again, this is really good suiting to wear for your first day in court or even for jury selection, because there is also a lot of blue in addition to the pine color, like some of the green. So that is coming through in that pattern. There's some brown in here as well. Again, so all really good trust building familiarity colors. Again, keep in mind when you do jury selection, you really need for the jury to like you. So the more you can wear colors that build loyalty, familiarity, and trust building with our blues, but not going too dark with our blue coming out the gate. You want to go with a lighter color. This is a really great pattern to wear. Like I said, this shirt is a lavender pattern shirt that would go great with that. If you didn't want to wear lavender and you wanted to wear more of the pine, pull, because there is more green as well in this triadic split complementary color combination that we have. I pulled one of the ties. It's almost like a seafoam color to match with the yellow green in the color combination. So that would match perfectly and would go great with this particular suit. I do recommend if you're going to wear that, wear a more solid color, maybe like an off-white or eggshell or ivory type dress shirt to go underneath. Now, the next suit that I have here is more of a peach colored suit, but it's almost pulling, like in this color combination, the orange yellow and golden yellow color combinations. One of the dress shirts that I pulled, which it's got some striped pattern to it, could match very well with this to have, again, a little bit more of the brown. You could also wear this with the golden yellow tie. I recommend this for more of an in-office meeting, maybe networking, maybe even a mediation. Because this is more of a lighter color, I don't really recommend this for a courtroom setting, but you could wear it in other scenarios. Keep in mind with our browns, again, familiarity colors, Peach is going to be a very soft color. It's going to have kind of that same effect that pink does. It's very calming. It can help if you have a client who's really on edge, it can help them because as they're looking at that particular shade, it can be very calming for them as well. So again, for like a mediation or client meeting is also a good thing that you could also wear this, or just even at the office as well. So you can pair this up with some brown. You could also pair this up with some golden yellow as well. There's a lot of different color combinations here, just depending upon what you are trying to accomplish and what you're wanting to do with the effect that you want to have in the office. If you are in the market for a new suit, whether you're looking for something that is off the rack or custom made, I would love to work with you. And if you have not had a color analysis, please click on the link below in the show notes to go directly to the Chromatic Council site. And we have different color services available for those of you who just want to know what your colors are. You can do that easily and conveniently online. I also have a virtual color analysis where if you do want to ask specific questions, we can do that. And then of course I have our color alignment system, which is a great way to organize your wardrobe as a tool to use for sales, to use for courtroom settings, whatever the case may be. So I would love to work with you, and I hope that this helps with our Violet Split Complementary color combination.